I just thought I'd share with the Elddis groups what I did about resealing my van. So I have a friend who works for a competitor motorhome caravan company, so he's been there 30 years and he's very experienced, so he came around to give me some advice. So the sealant to use is the most recommended is Sikaflex 522. You can buy this on Amazon, get it delivered. I got it from Amazon, 12 quid a tube, and you obviously just use a normal silicone sealant gun that you'll probably have in your house already. So it's Sikaflex 522. Now this is the white one. Now this is what I use for the outside, all around the skirt arches, up on the roof. And then the black one I used for underneath. It's a bit windy today, so I'll go out and show you what I've done, but you'll have to excuse the wind, unfortunately. So on the outside with the skirts, what I found was a lot of it was cracked and come away, I think, obviously as it weathers and as you drive as well, and the whole vehicle's moving, and it will shift as you go around corners and lumps and bumps, go up onto ramps. It's not perfectly rigid. So I basically went around every join on the skirts, all around the bottoms, going up the sides on the end corner skirts, and as well where it joins up to the cab. And then what I did is got a ladder and I went all the way around the roof and checked the skirts that go all the way around the roof as well, that they are sealed. My friend did tell me that all the skirts on the van are purely cosmetic. That's what he says they should be. He says because the panels that come together with the solid bond that Elddis use should be solid and sealed, independent of any skirts going around. The skirts are basically there for looks. So yeah. But I like to be belt and braces. I don't like seeing cracks around on the skirts, and I definitely wouldn't like to see them on the skirts on the roof. So I made sure every part of it is definitely sealed. Now for the Sikaflex on the black, which is what I use for the underside, my friend couldn't quite believe how many gaps there were underneath the van and where they hadn't sealed. Now I've heard recently, someone posted actually on the group last month, I think, that from 2024 Elddis are going to seal the underside of the van out of the factory, which my friend thinks they should have been doing that for years. So what you have is you have the floor of the van which meets up to, you'll see the skirts underneath. I'll try and do a bit of filming in a minute and show you where he's done it. And there's a gap all the way around the outside of the floor. Now you can just go around and seal all of that. And also there's a few holes and bits and bobs. If you get a head torch and get up underneath the van, you can see that there's gas pipes and electric pipes running up and in, and he thought it was quite exposed to the elements if you were driving, say, on a really wet day with a lot of water kicking up and about. So we just went about sealing that as much as possible, and he actually brought me a couple of bits and bobs to help cover things up, which I'll show you as well. So yeah, you'll have to excuse the wind because it is gusting, but I will now walk around and show you what I've done personally. Okay, so I can show you now a bit of the old part which wasn't cracked, and you'll be able to see that it's quite discoloured and dull compared to when you go down and see a new part here. What I've done, this is the new Sikaflex white. So I went round every single part of the skirt, all of them, around the wheel arches, down all these joints as well. These were all cracked all the way down. Just went round and looked at it and see if there was any cracks, then I would basically reseal it. So I resealed this battery box because I wasn't quite sure if there was enough sealant in, so I just went around the outside there another recommendation my friend made was to just run a bead of Sikaflex along the top of all the windows. So I'll just show you that now. So you can see I've run a bead all the way along the top, because that's another places you get a lot of water ingresses around the window seals. Okay, we're going to go under the van now, so grab yourself a decent head torch really, so you can be hands-free. Okay, have to excuse the wind, it's windy under here. So if you go under your van and look, this here is a gap all the way round. So we use the black Sikaflex to go around and just put a bead all the way around there. Okay, you can see this side, huge big black strip of Sikaflex all the way along here. Now it doesn't matter about where I've got my hand there, because that is outside of the box. The box is made on top of this part here. And he just sealed up a bit, so where you got like some pipes, just dabbed a bit on there. This is the under tray of the shower. Now my pipe split here. It was just this hose, and it must have split when it froze one day. So he bought me some bits, and this is now a solid pipe coming out to go in to the flexi hose, which then goes over to the tank. But what he bought was one of these circular plastic bits with a rubber seal, because this was quite exposed up under here, and you could see all the way to the bottom of the shower tray. And this is at the back of the van, so these are the lights, the rear tail lights. So you can see again at the back, this was all a gap all the way up underneath. So this is all been resealed. Now all the way across the bottom, you can see that there's pipes and bits running all the way along, and what they've done is they've cut a big recess, and this is all chipboard underneath. And so under this main bit here, we cut some of this, I think is it called GRP board, and then cut it in here and covered that big section up. Put some Sikaflex sealant all the way around, and then screwed it to this floor. So basically it's going round and checking your van. Just make sure to use some cleaner as well before. So you can see here, this is dirty. We've cleaned it with some alcohol cleaner and some lint-free cloths, just to get all the dirt under, so everything would stick properly to it. So if you just go around your van like that, checking all around the outside, get a ladder, check all around the roof skirts, and you can just reseal it yourself. Once you've put your bead on, I just add a little dish of water. You put the water on your finger and then run it along, and it gives it a nice smooth easy finish. It doesn't stick to your finger then. So I hope you liked the video, I hope it was helpful. It's only what my friend advised me to do, and what I'm comfortable doing, and I'm a lot more happy now. I've been around the full van everywhere, top and bottom, underneath, and I feel confident. I'll touch some wood there. Some Elddis wood. I feel confident that this is a watertight van. Alright, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.